Hello, Kim. Thank you so much for tuning in. What's up, JP, baby? What's up? What's going on? What's up, Mo Queen? Hope you all are doing well. Oh, I do know. I do know. I do know. Yes, I do. Yes, yes, yes. We'll get started here in a moment. Let me find the page that I am looking for here. All right. Thank you all so much for tuning in. You are tuned into the Real Psychic Investigators, and my name is NEHRU. What's going on from Las Vegas, Divine Water of Truth? Okay. Las Vegas is significant. I've had a couple of esoteric conversations um, with other beings, okay, that have connections to Las Vegas. In the last 3-4 years, they've been to Las Vegas or they live in Las Vegas. Okay. So Nevada, desert country. Okay. Arizona could also be significant. Okay. Yeah, JP. Yeah, JP. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Shout out to all of the divine feminine males out there. Okay. Shout out to all the divine feminine females out there. Shout out to all the divine masculine men. Shout out to all the divine masculine women out there. Thank you so much for being on your high vibrational journey. Okay. Um, Welcome in investigators, CIA, DEA, FBI. Okay. Those of you who tune in on the regular basis, thank you so much. Okay. Those of you who share the content, thank you so much. You are a part of the healing journey here in the 3D and beyond, in the esoteric, in the ethers. Okay. Couple of downloads. Okay. Couple of downloads. What's up, Yaya? Okay. What's up, Yaya? Okay. Yes. Divine Waters of Truth. Yeah. Las Vegas, very significant in recent conversations. And again, for those of you who are tuning in and are not aware, I do offer esoteric conversations. I do not do personal tarot readings because I am not a tarot reader. Okay? So, and I keep looking up there, confirmation, I am not a tarot reader. So I keep looking up there, but the camera's down here because I have to charge the device, and so the device is actually, the camera's down there and not up there. So I apologize if I keep looking up there. All right? But yes, so those of you who are tuning in for the first time, if you would like to take advantage of this free esoteric conversation, the first one is free, okay? And you can send me an email. That information is in the description section of this live video, okay? And I don't even like, I don't like this, like, look, I don't like looking down like that. I don't like that. So someone could be looking down at you, looking down their nose at you, okay? That's not what I'm doing, but someone could be doing that, okay? Return to sender, okay? What's up, sweet Gail? Okay, what's up, sweet Gail? Okay, I hope that name speaks for itself. What's up, sweet Gail? Okay. 2012, okay? 2012, okay? I'm looking at 21 on top of one of the stacks of tarot and messages, okay? That is the world message, okay? 21. That is the world message. 21. And this message says, yes, welcome in, Gail. Okay, you were guided here on purpose. Your ancestors, Most High, Erevat, the divine source, the great I am, the Pneuma, the Alpha and the Omega. You were guided here on purpose. And I just got horn honks. Okay. All my life, I was trying to fill a void inside me by doing more. But now that I found myself, so someone has found themselves, okay? Someone is tapped in, someone has found themselves, okay? But now that I have found myself, I feel complete and see extras as blessings, okay? And so that is what you really truly are to be focused on here, okay? The world on the world card, the world would have you believe that focusing on yourself is being selfish. And that's a negative thing. The world would have you to believe, okay? That's why in class, if you didn't have enough to share with the rest of the class, the teacher would be like, no, Johnny, you don't have enough to share with the rest of the class, then you can't have that. And a teacher would take it from Johnny or whoever, right? Because they would lead you to believe that it's selfish to focus on yourself, when that is truly why you are here, is to focus on yourself and be your authentic self. So be selfish. Be selfish with your energy. Be selfish about those you come in contact with. Be selfish about those that you share your journey with, your communication with, those you connect with on social media, those who you friend on Facebook or whatever else, on TikTok or Instagram or whatever else, okay? Be selfish about your energy, because not everyone deserves it, okay? Not everyone who shows up deserves your unconditional love. Not everyone who shows up deserves to be in your energy, deserves your attention. In fact, most don't, okay? Until you start connecting with your soul tribe. Most do not deserve your attention, energy, thoughts. Most, okay? So let's go ahead and get tapped in. Oh, and on the other card, on the other stack, we have the moon card, okay? The moon card, okay? What's up, Gene? Okay? Hello, Elizabeth, okay? Randall, Elizabeth Randall, Investigators Collective, celebrities, judges that watch, all of those watch, okay? Any of these that I speak could be significant for your journey. What's up, Cher? Shout out to Cher. What's up, Rose? Okay? So, as I'm mentioning these names, okay? So we have the moon card on the other stack, okay? And we just went through, okay, are completing out of a full moon, okay? A full moon, okay? Hello, Wellness, okay? Hello, Wellness. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, you did, okay? Came in at the right time. I like your energy already. Wellness, okay? Wellness is what it's all about, okay? Hello, where is that located? Tahana, where is Raji, where Rangi, where is that located? Okay, again, just coming out of a full moon, okay, for the world, for the planet, full moon, okay, February 2nd, full moon energy, okay. What's up, Sharon? Okay. Hello, Alexis. Alexis, are you the Alexis that sent me an email in regards to having or setting up an esoteric conversation? Are you the Alexis? I had an Alexis send me a message, an email, but I've not heard back from her. Okay, are you that Alexis? Again, listen to the names, investigators. Are you that Alexis? Yeah, Rose. Okay, thank you so much for sharing the love. Oh, I'm sorry, it's your name. You're in Australia. Shout out to all of the Australians in the energy. Okay, shout out. Oh, can you please check your email, Alexis? Okay, can you please check your email? I did send another email today. Okay. Excuse me? Give me just 1 second. We already got a roach in the room. Give me just 1 second. Someone just said we can't have men doing tarot. Okay, first of all, I'm not a tarot reader, dumbass. Okay, this says psychic investigations. Stupido. Okay, stupido. Okay, someone Spanish. Stupido. Okay, tú es muy stupido. Tú es muy stupido. Okay, so let me go ahead and get rid of this dumbass. Okay, let me get rid of this dumbass. Okay. All right. So any divine being, and in fact, anyone, even low vibrational beings, okay, can do tarot. That is not what we do here. And did I not say that? And do I not address that in every live video? This is not a tarot reader that you are listening to. I am not a tarot reader, okay? I am an empath, earth angel, light worker, and extraterrestrial being here, born on the 333rd day of the year, and a master builder 33. Everything that I say about me can be proven on paper, medical records, or something else. Everything that I say about this being can be proven, okay? 100%. 100%. Yep. Delete. Delete. Thank you, Divine Water. Delete. Yep. Again, roaches. Again, full moon energy. In the last live, in the last live, there were so many roaches showing up. There were so many roaches showing up in the last live collective. Investigators, celebrities. There were so many roaches showing up in the last live because, again, we're coming out of the full moon cycle. Okay? Shout out to all the Aquarians this lifetime, sun sign Aquarians who are in their birthday season. Shout out to you. Okay? Karmic asses. Just karmic asses. Okay? Yeah, yesterday was a lot, Gene. You were here. Alexis was here. Just karmic asses. Just coming out of the woodwork. That's what roaches do. They come out of the woodwork. You be like, damn, how that roach get in? You know what I'm saying? Just, oh, I'm telling you, boy. I'm telling you. What's going on? God favorite. What's going on? What's going on? Okay. Full moon brought them out in full effect. Full moon brought them out in full effect. Okay, in full effect. Okay. Yeah, crazy ass, crazy ass people. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the stack. I do have a couple of downloads for us. Okay. I hope you meditate. Those of you who are tuning in. And if you don't, I hope you start after this live. I hope you start and recognize the significance of meditating and spending time in silence, spending time alone. Again, you have people grappling. I just got the word grappling. You have people clawing at you, okay? Roaches. You have people clawing at you, okay? Trying to get your attention, trying to distract you, okay? So, yeah, okay? They would lead you to believe, well, you know what? I don't want to go out tonight. I think I'm going to stay in. Why? What are you doing? Just, spend some time in quiet, meditation, spend some time with the Father, spend some time with Most High. What? You're not going out? It's Friday night, girl. Hey, man, it's Friday night. You're not going out tonight? They would lead you to believe, okay, that you're doing something wrong. But in fact, you are doing something right, and you are being led by your ancestors, okay, to tune in, tap in, and get turned on, okay? You are, okay? So ignore the naysayers, okay? Ignore the naysayers, okay? Okay? The Bible, okay? The Bible is yea truth, okay? I encourage you to look into that one who said the Bible right now. I encourage you to read the books of Enoch. I encourage you to read the Gospel of Thomas. I encourage you to read the Aquarian Gospel of Yeshua the Christ. I encourage you to read the Gospel of Nicodemus. I encourage you to read other canonical texts. Put the Bible to the side because there is yea truth in there. Okay? The Vatican created that book and put that book together, and the Catholic Church, the Roman Catholic Church. Put the Bible aside and pick up another canonical text. There are hundreds of them available online in PDF. Pick up another canonical text and learn about Archangel Metatron, whose name is Enoch. Learn about Archangel Sandalphon, whose name was Elijah on this earth. Learn about the journey of Issa, whose name is Yeshua, and then they started using Jesus in the 16th or 17th century, which is not their name because they're not Latin, okay? And there is no J in the Hebrew language. So pick up something different. Pick up something new, okay? Pick up something different. Pick up something new, okay? You're welcome, okay? All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Most High, Divine, Erevat, the Great I Am, we thank you for this day. We thank you for those who are tapped in, okay? Wherever you are tuning in from, okay? Wherever you are tuning in from, okay? Oh, good, okay, good, that works, okay? Good, okay. What was I going to say? Oh, to the investigators, okay, your ancestors, we welcome them in, okay? To the celebrities that tune in, we welcome in your ancestors. Confirmations for you come out here all of the time. Sometime we look up celebrity information. Those of you tuning in for the first time, we look up celebrity information for confirmations because obviously, let me think of someone who I know. Taraji P. Henson is not the only one that was born on September 11th, on 9/11. Taraji P. Henson is not the only one who was born on 9/11. So we look up synchronicities and things like that, birthdays, celebrities, information, their partners, their whatever, okay? Again, for synchronicities to help investigators bring justice to you faster, okay? To bring justice to you, collective, faster. That's why this channel was created, okay? Peace and light, cold peace. Return to sender. Return to sender. Return to sender. Return to sender. Who are they worshiping then? Okay? When they say Jesus, okay, they are worshiping the lesser. So what do I mean? When someone says, I bind you in the name of Jesus, okay, that is recognized, but just like the Bible, that is recognized yea much. When someone connects with the ascended master Issa, okay, Yeshua, when they connect with the true name, that ascended master, boom. That's like only calling God, God. That is a title. That is not who they are. We are all Christ beings. That is Christos, okay? And as for an education, Christos, Christ spirit, Christ fluid, flows up and down your vertebrae. This is a scientific fact, just like Kundalini energy flows up and down your vertebrae. You are a tree. You are a tree. Your root is at the base of your vertebrae, at your tailbone. You are as a tree. You are as a tree. Shout out to your mother born 9/11. Shout out to your mother spirit. Okay? That is, if she's in the upright. Okay? Okay? You are a tree. You are just another form of earth. The physical body, 70 to 80% water. Guess what the earth is? 70 to 80% water. Just another form of divine's creation. Okay? So, all right. So yeah, okay. Like I said, that's why we look up celebrity information from time to time. Okay. So if we do that, any of those dates could be significant for you. Just like I called out 9/11, okay? And someone hears in its energy, Someone here in this energy confirmation, their mother, 9/11. Thank you, God favorite. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you to all of the protectors behind the scenes. Okay. Some of us do have protectors in the 3D. Okay. Who are protecting us. Okay. And you don't even know it. You don't know their names. You don't know. You might be like, ain't nobody protecting me. I'm out here by myself. And you might be. I said some of us. Okay. I said some of us. All right. So Divine has given me a couple of downloads, and I want to give a couple of shout outs to our most recent public subscribers. Thank you so much for all the love. I see 38 in the room and 29 likes. Someone's 38, born in 1983, born in 1938 and 29. Someone born in 1992, something significant happened to you in 1992 or 29. Okay, born on the 29th, 29 years old. Okay. Okay, Rose. Hello, Wanda. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, again, some of us. Okay. And again, I don't know. There's someone, okay, perhaps a few, couple, okay, who are on this planet who now protect me, okay, spiritually. And again, that could be FBI watching me, following me around. For those of you who do not know, since 5 May of last year, I've been traveling in Southeast Asia. This is where my ancestors sent me, okay? After I began my Job experience and was in Arizona for 1.5 years after leaving Florida. So your Job experience maybe is different than my Job experience. You could be sent to a different land, okay? Like Abraham, okay, that we read about in the religious book. You could be sent to a different land, okay? The land that you are in now, your ancestors could be telling you this is not your home, okay? These are what I call the stack, okay? This is what I call the stack, and there are different messages, names, places, agencies, secret societies, okay? Dates, years, there's all kind of shit on these cards, okay? So that's what this is. I call it the stack or the stacks, okay? The stacks, okay? But first, shout out to our newest public subscribers. Thank you so much for tuning in, SG, okay? Oh, you're welcome, Gail, okay? Thank you so much for tuning in, SG. Thank you so much, Brian Bolden. You're welcome, Everblue. Okay, Everblue. Thank you for tuning in. I see that you and Sweet Gail are in for the first time. Thank you so much again, and welcome to this collective. This is a protected place. Okay, and I am a spiritual warrior, again, extraterrestrial being. And in here, we don't put up with bullshit. Okay, we do not. Confirmation horn honk, baby. Confirmation horn honk. Bah, bah. We do not put up with bullshit up in this collective. Okay? So, again, that's a warning to the karmics in the back. Okay? All right. Shout out to Brent Greer. Brent Greer, thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for subscribing. I don't ask you. You are guided to do whatever you're guided to do. Okay? What's up, DJ? Okay, what's going on? Yeah, all right, Everblue. Let's lock in, all right? Let's see what Divine has to show us, okay? And Gary or Jerry James, okay? Thank you so much for subscribing and welcome in, okay? Oh, yeah, Wendy, there is no need to hope. There is no need to hope. And if you can't sense them, okay, you should tap in, okay? Sage, Palo Santo, okay? You need to tap in if you cannot sense your ancestors. Crystals, okay? You see tiger's eye bracelet, okay? You need to tap in, okay? If you can't sense your ancestors, okay, you need to tap in, okay? You need to tap in, okay? because they are eager to speak with you. They are eager to reveal the secrets to you. Most High has given them authority to speak to you, reveal things to you. Okay. Archangel Metatron is the keeper of the Akashic records. Okay. That is the master scribe. Again, in the religious book, their name was Enoch. When they finished their journey here, they ascended and divine gave them a new name. Divine is changing your name. Their name today is Archangel Metatron. So your ancestors are wanting you to tap in, if you're not already, again, so that you can see the truth about what your journey is, the reason why you're here, the reason why you reincarnated for the 4th, 5th, 12th, 10th, 9th, 2nd, whatever time this reincarnation is for you. Okay? So we have the United Kingdom, okay? And I am changing for the better on top of the stacks. The United Kingdom, and I am changing for the better. Shout out to the UK. We got Australia in here. Please feel free to let me know where you're tuning in from. I enjoy hearing that. Again, I am in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. That is Saigon, formerly Saigon. Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Okay? So divine is giving me the word bevel. Okay? Bevel. Bevel. Okay? So a bevel in the 3D, a bevel is meditation. Okay? Shout out to Kenya. Shout out to Kenya. Okay? Shout out to the country of Kenya in Africa. Shout out to you, Kenya. Okay? Shout out to you. Okay? So meditation. Okay? And this is what I say. This is what I say. Pennsylvania, Colorado, okay? Arizona, okay? This is what I say to the one who asked, how do I tap in? Let me see. Oh, DJ. Okay, DJ. And again, thank you so much, DJ, for being here. Okay? There are 3 things that are necessary in order for you to tap in. Okay? Isolation, hermit mode. Okay? That doesn't mean quit your job. That doesn't mean close your business. That doesn't mean don't work. Okay? But isolation, when the opportunities present themselves, okay, and your intuition, that's a gut feeling. When your intuition tells you, okay, to go sit outside, go sit at the park, okay, spend time in silence, listen to this song, listen to this frequency. When you are being guided in that way, do those things, okay? Hello, Omega, Alabama. What's up, girl? Okay. And so isolation, hermit mode, celibacy, okay? So no fucking. Again, we're grown in here, so we use grown words. We're mature, so we use mature words, okay? So again, celibacy, okay? And the third, again, is meditation. Hermit mode, celibacy, meditation, okay? That will speed up your ascension process. That will speed up your third eye. Divine is asking me to do something right now. DJ, everybody else can join in too. Divine is asking me to do something here for 30 seconds. DJ, do this with me, okay? Take your index and middle finger on your right hand and your index and middle finger on your left hand. Do this with me, DJ, okay? Place one of those hands with those 2 fingers. Place it, okay? Place it on the center of your head, okay? And then with the other hand, place it on your third eye, okay? Press firmly. You don't have to press extremely hard, but press firmly, and we're going to hold for 30 seconds, okay? Again, any of you can do this with me right now. DJ, okay? Let's get tapped in, okay? Let's stimulate your crown and third eye, okay? 30 seconds, starting now. And release, okay? So, yeah, okay? So if you have difficulty tapping in, okay? for any of you listening in. Again, celebrities, investigators, attorneys, judges, they watch. If you have difficulty tapping in, okay, that is a way to stimulate your third eye, your crown, okay? So, all right. The last thing that I will share before we get into the energy of the cards, okay, and whatever Divine wants to confirm, Divine spoke to me, I don't even know, 4 months ago or something. Divine spoke something to me about the 18th rung, okay? And then just recently, 1010, okay? 1010, Alexis, okay? It's 1110 here, 1010, okay? And so Divine, yesterday, gave me the 5th rung, So the 18th rung, Divine gave me a download about this. And then the 5th rung on yesterday. So we're going to take a look at the 5th rung real quick, okay? And see what the 5th rung is all about, okay? And again, bear with me as I look up this information because it's all for our good, okay? Okay? So the term spiritual 5th rung or 5th dimension reflects or refers to a higher level of spiritual consciousness characterized by unity, unconditional love, and a release from the limitations of the ego, An ego death is necessary for you to become your highest, purest, truest self. An ego death is necessary in order for you to be tapped into your north node, okay? So, unity consciousness, again, 5th rung, a deep awareness of the interconnection between all things, okay? Moving away from us versus them mentality. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, okay? But getting away from the world owing you something type of energy, okay? Because that's an egoic energy. The world doesn't owe you anything. It's all promised to you if you stay the course. The world doesn't owe you anything. The world, the earth, was created for divine source and its angels until demonic forces came down here and, yeah, okay? Unconditional love, operating from a place of joy, gratitude, and peace, which are considered higher frequency vibrations. This doesn't mean to let people treat you like shit. That's not what this means, okay? Yeshua is unconditional love, but they didn't let people treat them like shit. They told them what they were, and we are going through on my shadow band channel, we are going through the Aquarian Gospel of Yeshua, and we share that canonical text every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, according to the U.S.'s Eastern Standard Time, okay? Every Sunday at 10 o'clock, we share some of the Aquarian Gospel of the Spirit of Yeshua. This journeys through his teenage years, which are missing from the Bible, when he was meeting with Brahmic priest, Vedic priest, traveling to Tibet and learning alchemy, learning crystals, meditation. He was learning these things, okay? And he was setting their ass straight. This 16, 17-year-old, when we go through this text, he was laying their ass out because they were religious, okay? He was laying them out. I'm talking about a teenager. And he was like, nope, that's wrong. If you don't like what I'm saying, you can leave. A teenager talking to grown-ass men like, nope, that's wrong. That's incorrect. I'm here to show you a different way. I'm here to show you something new. Okay? Again, religious-ass ministers will lead you to believe that between the ages of 12 and 30, Yeshua had no voice. They were shut up for 18 years. They would lead you to believe that because, again, the Vatican and Roman Catholic Church put that book together. So they took a little piece of this and then added their own. They took a little piece of this and added their own. What happened to Adam and Eve after the garden? Why isn't that in the Bible? Because they don't want you to know that. So you need to read the Cave of Treasures. Okay? Yes, Ever Blue. Okay? There is a shadow band. Thank you for reminding me to finish that. There is a shadow band channel. The first channel that I created is Esoteric Guidance Extraterrestrial EarthAngel. That is the first original channel that I created here some years ago on YouTube. Okay? But there were YouTube employees, Google employees that were paid to shadow ban that channel. There are some 800 videos on that channel. There's barely 300 videos, 301 or something videos on this channel. Okay? But that channel only has 300 subscribers. This channel recently passed 1,000 subscribers. And this channel is a third of the age of that other channel. That goes to show you what shadow banning will do. Okay? So, yeah. Okay? So, yes. Okay? 10 o'clock, the Aquarian Gospel of Yeshua. On that channel, there's no energy readings or anything like that. It is all about you, your journey, context, okay, your aura, okay, and those sorts of things. I share all of those things over there on that channel. Again, right now, there's some 800 videos and many playlists, okay? So Divine Source, again, we thank you for this day, okay? We thank you for this time and this moment. Thank you for the full moon energy, okay? Thank you for the full moon energy, for the things that can be revealed or that cannot be revealed with a quarter moon, waxing gibbous moon, or what have you, okay? Thank you for the full moon energy. That is a portal, okay? And the energy, the spirit energy name for the moon is Hansu. 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 We all talk about Ra, but Hansu, okay, is the spiritual name of the... thank you so much, God favorite. Thank you so much, okay? We have 1515 for the big break, okay? 1515. I do esoteric conversations, okay? I don't call them personal readings, okay? I do esoteric conversations, and you can schedule an esoteric conversation. You can send an email to NEHRUPTAH@gmail. Okay, that's NEHRUPATA@gmail. Okay, NEHRUPATA@gmail. Okay, and we can go ahead and coordinate time zones and all that sort of thing. Yeah, we can go ahead and get that scheduled. In that, we have conversation. In that, during that time, we do pull energy to see where things are, see confirmations and things perhaps that you need answers to, confirmations on, okay? That's not what this channel is for, okay? But we can have a private conversation, and I welcome those. The first one is free, okay? The first one is free, okay? All right. So yeah, so we have 1515 for a big break, And again, on top of the stack, we have the UK, okay? Someone's initials could be UK or KU, UK, KU, okay? And we have I am changing for the better, okay? So there's someone who's changing for the better. Collective, this could be you, okay? Changing for the better. Again, focused on yourself, okay? Not on others, okay? Also, I had an esoteric conversation this morning with someone, and after that conversation, Divine always gives me, or typically, not always, Divine gives me little nuggets, okay? And I send follow-up emails, and I share that information with you, okay? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Divine Waters, absolutely. And again, Alexis, please check your email, okay? Okay, all right, if you're still in the room, okay? And so, Divine had me mention to them, and I mentioned it to you, that you might want to go through your social media, whatever you have, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever you have, and you might want to go through there, and you might, okay, and you might want to look at the names, the people that you are connected to, and allow your ancestors, ask Most High, the Ascended Masters, the Sanhedrin Council, that is 70 spiritual judges, Ask these guides, who do I need to block? And not just remove. So on Facebook, we know you can friend someone. Say, so not just who I need to unfriend, but who do I need to block? Okay? Gang stalkers, karmic ass family. Okay? They could be karmic ass grown ass sons or daughters. Okay? Confirmation, karmic ass grown son or daughters that you need to block. That's not easy. I understand that. I got a karmic ass 30-year-old daughter, or will be 30 this year. I understand. Okay? I get it. Okay? But Divine just gave a confirmation on karmic ass daughter or son. So, okay? So go through your social media and take a look at, you see that, right, Kim? You see that. It's undeniable. It's undeniable. Okay? So, yeah. So the big break, we'll pull that, I'll show you that message, read that card to you when we pull it from the stack. I place the cards within the stack, okay, for the messages. We have 999 out here. That's 27. 999, 999 for release. Release. You need to release something, or you have, and that's why you're getting a big break, okay? That's why you're getting a big break, because you release something, or that confirmation to go onto your social media and speak to your spirit guides and Most High and be like, okay, do I need to delete John? Do I need to delete Mary? Do I need to delete Susan? Do I need to delete Michelle? Do I need to delete Ryan? Do I need to delete, I don't know, Karen? Do I need to delete, okay? Okay? So, cleanup time, taking out the trash, cleanup time, taking out the trash. And we got 0000, unlimited potential, limitless potential. Okay? Excellent. So you're on course, shine. Okay? Or, yeah, shine, shiny. You're on course. Okay? You're on course. All right? All right, so let's go ahead and see what the energy is all about. Come on now, yell, scream, and shout. They scared, they running, yeah, they don't know what to do. Divine coming through, cause you locked in too. Here we go, dance to release all that shit. Here we go, yeah, they know you are it. Don't pay attention to the karmics and they say, you are divine, yeah, that is the way. I'll just speak lyrics off the top of my head. Divine gives it to me, yeah, that is what is read. Okay, so let's go. Okay, we have the Five of Pentacles, okay, Five of Pentacles, okay. This could be what you are about to transmute, okay. Five of Pentacles energy, okay. Okay, so Five of confirmation. So you are transmuting some Five of Pentacles energy, poverty, spiritually or physically. You are transmuting that energy, collective investigators, okay? For you investigators, you get a paycheck, okay? So you could be becoming aware of how to better manage your money, okay? That is part of it, okay? So you wonder where your money is. Part of the reason why some have not received their inheritance is because they lack financial education, okay? Divine source, Most High, okay, is not a dumbass, okay? So they're not going to give you $1 million, okay, when you're still connected to karmic asses who would take that from you or who you would give that to. We hear this about celebrities all of the time, especially athletes, okay? So it used to be, now it's not, okay? Because now college sports is also a cartel, just like the NBA, NFL, MLB, okay? Now college is a cartel, at least college football is, because now college players get paid to play football. So now that is a cartel. But it used to be that they didn't get money, and that was illegal for them to get cars, money, or whatever else. So traditionally, a college athlete goes from nothing, and many of them come from poverty, okay, and low-income housing. They go from poverty to being a multimillionaire, and they just start handing out money. Oh yeah, you want to start this business? Here. You want to do this? Oh yeah, here. Hey, can I get this? Oh yeah, hey brother, you remember when I gave you $5? How about you give me $500,000 to start this bit? And they just start handing out money, financially irresponsible. So for some of you, divine source wants you to be financially educated so that you can protect this financial inheritance that's coming into you. Okay? Again, for those of you who do not know, I was a tax accountant for 13 years, okay? Before my dark night of the soul began and I closed out my business. And actually it was stolen by a karmic ass Scorpio who I thought was my divine partner, okay? Come to find out, she moves her family into town from Texas, okay? And they spiritually raped me, for lack of a better way to put it, okay? They spiritually raped me. Closed my company, smear campaigns, witchcraft on my Mercedes, okay, that didn't run for a year, okay? They did this shit. Some of you know what I'm talking about because your journey is similar, okay? Yeah, I'm telling you, okay? Same shit, different day. The devil knows no new tricks. The devil knows no new tricks. Confirmation. The devil knows no new tricks. Divine is just like sending confirmations. Just do, okay? One after another, okay? All right. So, more energy out here. Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords out here. So, breakthrough, okay? Ace of Swords, breakthrough, 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 okay? Divine source, Erevat. What else? What else? By the way, those of you who wonder where I get the name Erevat from, okay? That is the divine name of Most High. That is the divine name of of Yahweh, of the great I am, of God. God is a title, not a name. Okay, there are many gods. That's why thou shalt have no other God before me, because there are many gods. There are many gods. Okay? So worship the right one. Okay? Yep, Two of Pentacles, something about balance. Again, it's all right here. All right here. You breaking poverty curses, okay? That could be the other, and I said poverty curses and the devil came out. I said poverty curses and the devil came out. So, yeah. So, your family, for some of you, okay, your family has been dealing with poverty for generations in whatever country you're in. Your family has been dealing with poverty for generations. You are the generational curse breaker. You are the generational curse breaker. Okay? And again, I don't like looking down at the camera, but the tablet is charging, so it has to stay up like that, because otherwise it would not, because the charging mechanism is on the bottom of the tablet. Okay, Two of Swords energy, Two of Swords energy, okay? So, curse breaker, okay? Curse breaker, okay? Five of Swords energy out here. Five of Swords energy out here. The Magician. The Sun card, okay? Light being shown, okay? Light being shown, okay? It's going to be like, I don't know, 89, 90 degrees today in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. 90 degrees, okay? And the Eight of Swords, okay? So we'll take what we have here, Divine. Thank you so much. We'll take what we have here and we'll place it in the stacks and we will see what it is that you want to confirm. Collective, investigators, celebrities and judges, okay? Those of you that do not tune in on a regular basis or you are new, confirmation, understand that energy readings, okay? Energy readings are a confirmation. They're not a revelation. You see how, what's her name? Let me go back, okay? You see how follow your heart, okay? It's saying, yep, 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 yep. I called out 9/11. Someone said that's their mother's birthday. You see how that goes? It's already it's just a confirmation. It's just a confirmation. Okay? Not a revelation. Okay? So no one should be shocked about what comes out here. Okay? You already know through a dream, through someone who spoke to you in the past, when you start to remember the karmic things that people said to you, oh, somebody else, my father's birthday. So there you go again. It's not Kim isn't like, oh, 9/11, oh my God. No, she's like, yeah, that's my daddy. That's his birthday. I hope your daddy's in the upright, Kim. Okay? I hope your daddy in the upright. Okay? Okay, divine masculine men. Okay? Divine masculine women. Okay? Divine feminine men. Divine feminine women. And again, I remind the new subscribers, that does not mean a homosexual. Okay? I am a divine feminine man. Or excuse me, yes, I am a divine feminine male this lifetime. What does that mean? That means that my focus, okay, and my purpose here is spiritual things. Spiritual things. Okay? Happy birthday to you, Wendy. Happy birthday to you. Okay? I hope you do something special for yourself. Okay? We have Lucifer. Lucifer on one side of the Two of Swords. Okay? Oh, Divine just said it's a choice between heaven or hell. Divine said it's a choice between heaven or hell. So it's a choice to live in low vibrational karmic energy and stay stuck to the matrix, or a choice to ascend and become your highest, purest, truest self. Okay? Again, a divine feminine male here, and my sole well, not my sole purpose, but grandiose purpose is to show other beings how to become their highest, purest, truest self. That is the reason why I was birthed here on the 10th and final time on the 333rd day of the year. That is the reason for which I'm here. Again, the large reason why I'm here. There are other little things along the way, but that is the big reason for me being here. Okay? Heaven or hell, a choice. Heaven or hell, matrix or ascend. Heaven or hell, matrix or ascend. Okay? Yes. Yes. Divine waters. And also, look at this on the other side of this. It says, I was going to say it. This says, free will isn't a license to do evil. Okay? Divine waters, we are locked in, baby. We are locked in. We are locked in. Locked in. Free will. They mention it. The other side of the Two of Swords shows it. Okay? Free will is not a license to do evil. Okay? ICE in the United States, them and other karmic ass agencies, government and secret societies all around the world. Again, there are 197 countries. Not everything that comes out here is for you personally. Some of it is global news. Okay? Again, we have the United Kingdom out here. Some of it is global news. Again, because this is investigators and the real psychics. Okay? So, some of them think like ICE agents, okay, and government officials that get away with bullshit, okay, and murdering innocent people who are not immigrants nor criminals. Some of them in your country, collective, in the UK, in Australia, in England, in wherever you are, okay? Some of them think they can get away with it just because they have free will, okay? They chose hell. They chose hell. Okay? Divine is like, put that card right there. Okay? So, there we go. All right? Two of Swords. It's a choice. It's a choice. Very simple. It's a choice. Okay? We have a sanctuary, create your own. I'm looking at the name Oprah Winfrey, okay? Oprah Winfrey is a demonic undercover lesbian. You heard me right. Confirmation horn honk. Oprah Winfrey is a demonic undercover lesbian, okay? And Stedman is a cover-up for her, okay? Her school in Africa is a sex trafficking tribe. Listen to me. Her school in Africa is a sex trafficking tribe. She tries to cover this up. This is why she was closely related to, what's his name? Epstein, whatever, whoever his name is, that went to prison for rape, okay? Whatever that is. Oprah Winfrey licks on Gail, and Gail licks on Oprah Winfrey, okay? She doesn't really love Stedman, okay? She really doesn't. That's not a you, okay? It's a cover-up, okay? So for you, collective, there's someone who could be really, truly a lesbian or a homosexual, okay? Again, I'm not politically correct in case some of you haven't figured that out yet. So there is, for some of you, someone who is married, or they date men if it's, or they date women if it's a man, but in truth, okay, it's dick to dick and coochie to coochie is how they really prefer it. Collective. Okay, I'm just saying, okay? I use the original definition of words, okay? The original definition of gay is happy and joyful. Man changed it to same-sex marriages, okay, and unions, okay, in recent years, okay? But gay means happy and joyful. So lesbian and homosexual, yeah, those are the original definitions. Yeah, okay? So we have Oprah. Okay? Let me move this card. Let me look at the camera and see which way I need to move this card so that this can be seen clearly. Because Divine said leave this card standing up here like this. So, okay. So we have a sanctuary on one side of the Two of Pentacles. A sanctuary. This is what you're meant to create, okay? This is what you're meant to create for yourself, for your bloodline, okay? Was asking for help to rescue children on TV. Oh, yeah, yeah, So create your sanctuary and bring balance, collective. Two of Pentacles energy. Bring balance. Bring balance. Yeah, bring balance. If you're saying thank you to me, Wendy, you're welcome, okay? Again, we deal with all kinds of issues out here, okay? Not just yours, okay? The soldier that raped Lavina Lynn Johnson is the murderer, okay? The soldier that raped Lavina Lynn Johnson is the murderer. So those of you who do not know who Lavina Lynn Johnson is, okay? Lavina Lynn Johnson was a private first class in the United States Army in 2005, and she was deployed during that year, okay? And she was murdered and left in a civilian tent, okay? Her family, Judge Advocate General in the United States, I don't know what it's called in other countries, okay? But whoever investigates military crimes in your country outside of the U.S., okay, they could be lying to you about a relative's death, okay, or lying to the general public, yeah, disgusting bastards, yeah, or lying to the general public about some unaliving murder, kill that happened in the military, okay? So Lavina Lynn Johnson, okay, again, private first class, E3 in the United States Army, okay? While deployed, she was murdered and left in a civilian tent, not in a military tent, in a civilian tent. And her family is still, her parents are still fighting for justice 21 years later. Talk about karmic ass government. Talk about a karmic ass government. Okay? So, things that show that she did not, and they said it was suicide. Things that prove that it was not suicide. There were bloody footprints outside of her tent. Zero respect. men and women who serve honorably in whatever country you're in. Royal Navy, okay? Royal Mounted Police, Canadian, military, whatever. Complete disrespect for those who voluntarily put their life on the line each and every day to protect freedoms. Okay? So she had a broken nose. Okay? She had ligature marks, choke marks around her neck. She had a black eye. So, those of you tuning in, let me ask you something, investigators. Investigators tuning in, you've heard me ask this question before. Let me ask you a question. How many times have you walked in on a suicide and saw that the other individual looked like they kicked their own ass before they took themselves out? Let me ask you a very, very plain and simple question, investigators, judges, JAG, who investigated this case and lied to her parents. Let me ask you a question. How many times have you walked into a situation where it was clear that it was suicide, and yet it looked like they kicked their own ass before they took themselves out? How many times? How many times? None. None. That's how many. None. So, Lavina and her ancestors, they will not rest until the truth comes out. They will not rest until the truth comes out. Common sense. Common sense. You don't need to go to military investigation schools, or you don't need to do any of that. You don't need to be a part of the FBI to figure that one out. Okay? You can take a 7-year-old. Hey, let me ask you a question. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay? Create your own sanctuary, collective balance. There could be something coming forward about justice for Lavina Lynn Johnson and bringing that situation into balance. Okay? There could be something for that. For those of you who do not know, okay, the music artist Aaliyah, okay, speaking of another situation where their ancestors and them, after they were murdered, okay, brought justice, okay. So the music artist Aaliyah, okay, died in 2001, ascended in 2001, okay, in a plane crash, okay. She was being raped, and then she was forced to be in an illegal marriage with Robert Kelly. R. Kelly. She was 15, 16 when that marriage happened. I don't know who officiated that marriage, but they ass need to be in jail just like he is, serving 30 years. I don't know who officiated a marriage between a grown-ass man and a 15 or 16-year-old, but they ass need to be in prison. They're not, but they need to be. Okay? So what did Aaliyah and her ancestors do? They got to work, and they exposed that pedophile for who they are and gave them 30 years. Okay? So, ancestors, working together with you and I collective, with you and I investigators, with you and I judge, with you and I celebrities, all of you in the upright, working with you and I to bring about justice here in the 3D. Exposing pedophiles, exposing rapists in Lavina Lynn Johnson's case, exposing these individuals. Okay? Yep. All right. Okay? Moving on. Okay? We have time is on our side. Okay? It says my side. Okay? Time is on my side, on one side of the devil, okay? So don't feel rushed, okay? Time is on your side. Do you know what happens when you rush, okay? When you rush, you miss things. This is what happens when investigators rush. They miss things, okay? So, and know that it's all working together for your good. Slow down, okay? This also helps to slow time down, okay? This also helps to, Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. So what do roaches do when the light comes on? When the light is shown, what do roaches do? They run in fear. They rush. They rush to go hide. That's what roaches do because they're fearful. Because the light comes on in the room and they are exposed. They run. Okay? Yeah, it truly is, JP. It truly is a marathon and not a sprint. It truly is. Okay? Truly is. Okay? So we have time is on your side. That is on one side of the devil. So the devil could be giving you anxiety again. Okay? So solar plexus. Okay? Solar plexus located right below your rib cage, right below your sternum. Okay? Crystals, sage. Okay? Your solar plexus. That deals with your confidence and self-esteem. Okay? When it's strong, you don't have anxiety. Okay? When it's strong, you don't have anxiety. Right here. Okay? Solar plexus. Okay? Meditations, solar plexus cleansing. Okay? We have Australia on the other side. I think we have someone in Australia here, or they were. I don't know if they're still here. Okay? Australia. Okay? So, could be some investigation military-wise about a soldier, okay, who was karmically murdered, not just in the U.S., but in Australia too. Okay? Some truth about something going on in Australia coming out here again. That could be anything political. Okay? We have a winter. Someone's name, winter, or the season of winter. What season is the majority of the world in today? Winter. Winter. Thankfully, I am not. Okay? In Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, and it's 90-degree everyday weather. It's lovely. I love it. I'll never live in snow. Never live in a place where the ground freezes. I'll never live in those places. I could visit. Okay? Go to ski. I've never been skiing. Okay? Go to ski. Go to enjoy the snow in that way. But live? Nah. That's not for me. Okay? But something is happening now in this season. Let me check and see when winter ends. Let's do that because that date is significant. Let me check and see what day does winter officially end. Okay? In most places it's snowing in the US. In most places it is. It is. It's not snowing in Florida, but I'm not going back to Florida. I was there for 30 something years. It's not it's snowing in 90% of the US. Yes, that's absolutely correct. Okay? Yeah, Vegas is nice. I've been out there. It was only for a couple of days actually. It was for a CPA symposium when I was a tax accountant. I was out in Vegas and stayed at the nice hotel, very nice hotel. It starts with an E. Very nice hotel. I forget. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's at the end of the strip. Okay? What day does winter officially end? What day does winter officially end? Okay, March 20th, 320, 320, 320 is when winter officially ends. It began on the Capricorn Sagittarian cusp of December 21st, December 21st, and ends on the Piscean. Yeah, well, March 20th isn't quite a cusp, but yeah, March 20th. Okay, so yeah, there you go, March 20th, when winter officially ends. Okay. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I enjoyed, um, I guess the light, sight, sounds, that sort of thing. Okay, of Vegas. I did. I enjoyed that. I didn't do any gambling because I'm not that type of energy. Okay. Yeah. All right. So on the other side of winter, and this confirmation horn honk. Okay. And this Nine of Pentacles energy here. Okay. Nine of Pentacles energy here. Again, the energy that came out right away was the Five of Pentacles. Okay. And I just got some type of payoff or payout. Okay. And we have the Secret Society Wolf's Head. Okay. Secret Society Wolf's Head. Okay. Okay. I do take calculated risks. Okay. But not with money. Not, you know what I'm saying? Not carelessly. Okay. I'm not an opportunist. Okay. I do take calculated risk. I took a calculated risk to leave the United States. Okay. On May 4th and arrive in Malaysia on May 5th of last year. That was a calculated risk guided by my ancestors and Most High. I take a calculated risk. Okay. Give me just 1 second while I take a snapshot of someone's name. Okay. So I can block their ass. Okay. So Secret Society Wolf's Head. Okay. Secret Society Wolf's Head. Okay. You might want to look up the Secret Society Wolf's Head to find out what it is that they do, what it is that they're involved in. Okay. There are many secret societies. Many. Not just Skull and Bones. Not just Freemasons. Not just Eastern Stars. There are many secret societies. The Vatican is a secret society. The Vatican is a secret society. Okay? So, something coming out here about secret societies being revealed in the wintertime before March 21st. Before March 21st. Before March 21st. When spring begins. Secret Society Wolf's Head. Okay? In the wintertime. Okay? And again, Nine of Pentacles energy there. So you could find out that not only did just some family members, some mama, some daddy, some uncle, some aunt, some cousin, some niece, some aunt, not only did they take what belongs to you, whatever that happens to be, but they are a part of some secret covert society. You could find that out this winter. Okay? They could have been doing something during the winter. Right now. Wolf's Head or some other secret society. Give me just 1 second. Yeah. Okay. So we have nonprofit fraud. Okay. Nonprofit fraud. Nonprofit fraud. Okay. Nonprofit fraud. Okay. Thank you so much, Divine, for bringing that being back into this room. I was waiting for them to show up again so that I could record their name. And now that I have, and I've deleted them from the room, when I get done with this live, again, now I can block their ass from my channel forever. Thank you so much, Divine, for bringing them into the room again. I was wondering when they were going to show their karmic ass back up. I was wondering. Okay? So we have nonprofit fraud. Okay? Nonprofit fraud. Okay? The sun been shining, revealing, Ra helping you right here. Sun shining down on this issue. Okay? Again, in regards to this secret society in the wintertime. Secret society in the wintertime. Okay? Secret society in the wintertime. Okay? So you could work for a nonprofit. Okay? You could have worked for a nonprofit. Okay? You could have helped a nonprofit. Okay? Dealing with people, animals, homelessness, whatever. okay? Some type of pantry, you could have, okay? Okay? Any employer, listen to me, collective, listen to me, investigators, listen to me, celebrities that often are involved in charitable work, listen to me. Any nonprofit organization out here, okay, who hires you, especially as a W-2 employee, they need your social security number. And even if they're not, even as a contractor, as a 1099 in the US, those are tax documents, tax classifications. Even as a subcontractor or an independent, okay, consultant, as on a 1099, like an Uber driver, a Lyft driver, there's something about that, okay? They need your social security number. So guess what they can do with that social security number? Anything they want to. Online and check your credit, okay? Go online and check your credit. CreditKarma.com is free. It's called Credit Karma. Credit Karma is free. Go see. Credit cards in your name, vehicles in your name, accounts in your name, bank accounts or otherwise, okay? All right, and we have Finland on the other side of the sun. So Finley, Finland, Finney, okay? Phineas and Ferb, some of you remember that cartoon. Phineas and Ferb. Oh yeah, you're welcome, Tahana. You're welcome, okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah, follow. Yep, yep. Follow your heart. Yeah, uh-huh. Okay. Ronald Mc Ronald McDonald House is a volunteer employee. Ronald McDonald. Ronnie, Ronald, McDonald, McDonald's, McDowell. Yeah, Ronnie. Okay. There is to show you that these things really do happen for those who are listening in the back. Okay, in Hinesville, Georgia, last year, towards the end of last year, there was a gentleman whose name went by Ronnie Dennis. He had been using that false name and fake identity since 1982. Ronnie Dennis and his church, he's a minister, supposedly, a minister who's supposed to be a truth speaker, a minister in Hinesville, Georgia, 70 miles east of Savannah, in Hinesville, Georgia, stole $23 million from soldiers. Talking about Lavina Lynn Johnson, $23 million from soldiers since 2001 when he arrived in Hinesville, Georgia. Ronnie Dennis, fake name. $23 million from unsuspecting soldiers. $23 million. Yeah. Yeah. True story. Go look it up. It's on YouTube. Go look it up. Okay. Next, we have Melinda and the Magician. Okay. So Melinda, okay, is either an alchemist in the upright, or Melinda is a karmic ass who does witchcraft. Either or. Again, heaven or hell. Again, free will isn't a license to do evil. Okay? So, Melinda, upright or karmic. Okay? Master manifester or con artist. Melinda. They're still processing. You're talking about that case, Lighthouse? You're talking about that case in Savannah, Georgia, or Hinesville, Georgia? Okay, there could be another one in Savannah. Okay, yeah. They are. That's a new, like again, like November something? November, October, something like that? Yeah. Okay? Hello. Shout out to Kobe Bean. What's up, Kobe? Okay? I've had so many dreams about Kobe. Okay? Him and I've had I can't even begin to tell you the number of dreams I've had about Kobe. Okay? Him talking to me talking to him. Okay? Kobe Bryant. I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you the number of dreams that I've had when me and Kobe are communicating. Shout out to the Mambas and Mambacitas out here. Confirmation ding. Shout out to the Mambas and Mambacitas out here. Shout out to you, baby. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Thank you for the confirmation, Divine. See, I don't lie. No lies. No lies. Just truth. Okay? No lies. Divine confirms it. No lies. Just truth. Okay? What's up, Fitzgerald? I like that name, Fitzgerald. Okay? Again, no lies. I write them in my journals. Okay? I got journals. Okay? I got journals. Okay? I write them in my journals. Okay? I share these journals on Esoteric Guidance, Extraterrestrial EarthAngel. I share the last 10 years of my journey in my journals. We go through every page. I share the ups and downs. Okay? I share when I was suicidal, okay, because of the witchcraft and shit that was done to me, okay. I share my journey of going through dialysis for 4.5 years that was caused by witchcraft, received a kidney transplant on 7/7/17. I go through the journey with the karmic ass Scorpio that I thought was my divine partner. I go through releasing of the Rock of Central Florida, that's religious organization in Sanford, Florida. I go through so many things, okay, in my journals that I share on Esoteric Guidance, Extraterrestrial EarthAngel. Okay, if you do not keep a journal, you should probably start. Okay, we have Melinda, okay, and on the other side of Melinda, ooh, listen, collective, okay, wherever you are, okay, we have Finland out here, we have Australia out here, and we have the UK out here as well, okay. This says President Trump knows about you, okay. This says President Trump knows about you, okay. So for some of you, President Trump knows about you. Again, secret societies, secret societies. In your country, your president, your chancellor, your whoever, okay, could know about you. High vibrational earth angel, healer, extraterrestrial being, they follow birth charts. They follow birth charts. They follow birth charts. Secret societies, they follow birth charts. So they pay attention to the moons and to the moon cycles. They pay attention to an eclipse, the solar eclipse, the lunar eclipse. They pay attention. They pay attention to these things. That's very interesting, Tahara. That's very interesting. They pay attention to these things. So they know what the 111th day of the year is, and if there's going to be a specific eclipse or moon cycle or whatever during that time. They know what the 222nd day of the year is. They pay attention. Again, this lifetime, I was born on the 333rd day. Them motherfuckers been watching me since 11/29/1974. They have been watching me. And Kevin told me that. That's the karmic ass warlock who's serving 40 to 60 years today. They have been watching me. He told me before I went into the military, okay, there is always someone watching you. He told me the day I was leaving for boot camp, getting into the recruiter's car, he said, keep your nose clean because there's always someone watching you. He told me from his own throat. He told me. So for some, there we go. What's up, President Trump? Okay, stop allowing ICE to kill innocent victims, dumbass. Okay, hello, President Trump. Stop allowing ICE to kill dumbass or to do dumbass things, okay, and to kill innocent victims. Yeah, there you go. You're fired. Yeah, there you go. Okay, somebody needs to be fired. Okay, someone's name is Donald. Who said someone named about Donald? Someone said they worked at Ronald McDonald. That's the second time a Donald has been mentioned. So a Donald is significant. Someone in the chat mentioned Ronald McDonald House. Now we have a Donald coming out here. Donald. Don, Donnie, Donald, Donna, Donna, Don, and Melinda. Okay? Next, okay? We have Toro, Toro, okay? My cuz, JP, all right, my cuz, okay? That's my dad's name. Kobe, you are in the right place. I know this is your first time tuning in, okay? And you just walked in. Thank you for tuning in, Kobe. Thank you for tuning in, okay? Confirmation Hornhawks. Toro, okay? Toro. All right. So Toro, someone's first name, last name, middle name. Okay. This could be a place. Any of these could be a place. Okay. Toro makes lawn equipment as well. Okay. Toro. Okay. So someone could own a landscaping company. You could own a landscaping company. Investigators, you could be investigating a landscaping company for tax fraud, tax evasion. Okay. A landscaping company. Someone's name is Rodriguez or Perez, Rodriguez or Perez, Rodriguez or Perez, FBI, CIA, DEA. Okay? What's up, Kim? You do landscaping. Oh, okay. All right. Surely you're not, okay, in the karmic. You certainly wouldn't be on here talking about you do landscaping. No karmic is going to sit here and reveal themselves. So, Kim, yeah. So, yeah. Okay? On the other side of Toro, we have sex crimes with the Five of Swords. Sex crimes with the Five of Swords. Okay? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Harold, yeah, absolutely. Speak your words, okay? Speak your words. I am free. Everything is working out for my good, okay? Everything is working out for my good. I am stronger. I am greater. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Speak from your throat chakra, okay? If you need to cleanse it, I did this earlier, okay? On live, crystals, cleanse your energy, okay? I burn incense every day. I cleanse the energy. If I go into a new hotel room, I'm in a hotel room now in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Every hotel room, oh yeah, Harold, absolutely. Thank you so much for tuning in. Every hotel room that I go in, I cleanse with sage, okay? Every hotel room that I first walk into, I light at least 3, okay? At least 3, okay? Every hotel room I go into, every new hotel room that I walk into, okay? I cleanse the energy immediately. The mirrors, cleanse your mirrors, okay? I'll light an it and place it in front of the mirror in the bathroom and cleanse those monitoring spirits out. Cleanse those monitoring spirits out because they do seek to steal, kill, and destroy. They seek, roaming the earth, seeking whom they may devour. Seeking whom they may devour. That's what they do. Yeah, the mirrors, Kim, the mirrors. I am Harold. Yes, I am. Harold, I feel a question coming on. If you would like to schedule a free esoteric conversation, I offer the first one for free. If you would like to do that, Harold, it's done via Zoom because there again are karmic asses out here who would like nothing more than to hide behind a mirror on a telephone and perpetrate themselves as someone else. So I put it on camera, okay, via Zoom. Harold, you can set up that esoteric conversation with me by sending me an email, and we can go ahead and coordinate time zones and things. That information is in the description section of this live video as I speak right now, okay? Because I feel a question coming on, okay? So, and thank you so much again, Harold, for being here, okay? I see this is your first time. Thank you so much, okay? You were guided here. Sex crimes and the Five of Swords. Do you know what I always get with the Five of Swords? And we are going to use the dice before we close it out. You know what I get with the Five of Swords, okay? So someone's like, this is someone in the Five of Swords on you. They're like putting their thumb on you, trying to hold you. This is the Five of Swords energy, like, right? Someone trying to hold you down. Don't move. No, no. no, no. Someone with their thumb on your back, trying to keep you from moving. That's the Five of Swords energy. Okay. Oh yeah, you can schedule more than one, but the first one's free. Mm-hmm. If that's what you're asking about, Harold. Okay. Um, moving on. Okay. Five of Pentacles. Again, this is the first card that came out in the tarot when we were shuffling. We have a drug addict. Okay, a drug addict, and Afghanistan. A drug addict and Afghanistan again. So, oh, oh, yeah, more than one question. Okay, no problem. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, all right. So, drug addict and Afghanistan. So, something about Afghanistan. This could be someone again who was in the military and they went to Afghanistan. During my time in the military, I served in the United States Army 95 to 2003. I did not get deployed to Afghanistan. I was deployed to elsewhere. But Afghanistan, okay? Afghanistan, okay? Something happening in Afghanistan now, okay? Again, that could be part of Lavina. I don't recall where she was deployed when she was murdered. I don't recall. I don't recall. What are poppy seeds? What's that reference? Okay, drug addict. Is that a drug? Is poppy seeds? We have drug addict, Afghanistan. Five of Pentacles. Okay? A drug addict is Five of Pentacles energy. And again, we have our own. Oh, yeah. Interesting, Kim. I did not know that. Wow. Wow. See, I'm learning from you, collective. I'm learning from you, investigators. I'm learning from you, judges, celebrities. I'm learning from you. Wow. I did not know that. Okay. I like lemon poppy seed muffins. Okay. That's one of my favorite muffins, lemon poppy seed muffins, right? What was I going to say? Oh, so with this Five of Pentacles energy here, okay, we are sent here, okay, I say to become our highest true self, and in part we do that as we break generational curses. Drug addiction, okay, drug addiction is a generational curse. People don't realize my uncle was an alcoholic, my daddy was an alcoholic, my mama, confirmation horn honk, my mama was an alcoholic, so I'm an alcoholic. Break the generational curse of alcoholism in your family so that you can go on to live 110 years. Break the generational curses in your family so you can go on to live 110 years prosperously. Okay? Interesting. Interesting. Follow your heart. Interesting. Interesting, Kim. Interesting. Okay? So, Five of Pentacles energy. Break the drug, whatever. Fentanyl, crack, cocaine. I got a confirmation horns on fentanyl and crack. Confirmation horn honks on fentanyl and crack. Okay? This could also speak to bad eating habits. Okay? Break the generational curses of obesity. Okay? Your father died at the age of 50 from a heart attack. Your mother died at the age of 58 from a heart attack. Break the generational curses, okay? And cleanse your arteries, spiritually and physically, and cleanse your arteries, then live a healthier life. Again, I do far more than just eat fruit and drink water. I do drink between 80 and 100 ounces of water a day. 80 and 100 ounces of water a day. And again, I am a kidney transplant recipient due to witchcraft. Okay? So I drink a lot of water. But that doesn't mean you can't have pizza. You can't have a cheeseburger. That's not what that means. Okay? But that means moderation. Moderation. And it takes time to cleanse that out of your body. I'm going to share with you a known spiritual health fact. Okay? I am going to share with you, yes, I'm going to share with you a spiritual health fact. And it goes against what doctors in the 3D will tell you. Okay? So doctors in the 3D say that you should have a number 2 every day. Doctors in the 3 confirmation. Oh God, I love it. I love it. I love it. Divine has my back so bad. Boy, I love it. I love it. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, ascended masters. Thank you, archangels. Michael, Sandalphon, Raphael, Shamuel, Metatron. Thank you, Archangel Ragal, Archangel Azrael, Archangel Ariel. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. To all the extraterrestrial beings in the ethers, thank you. Okay? So here's the health truth, spiritual health truth. Hello, Marvin. Okay? Here's the spiritual health truth. When you get your physical body in alignment and you only eat what you need and you get your body to the point to where it burns the majority of what you consume, and again, you eat healthier, is the beginning to that cycle. When you do that, you will find out that you don't have bowel movements every day because your body burns most of what it consumes. Okay, so let's look at a flower as we are just another illustration of it. Okay, so let's look at a flower. A flower takes in the water that it needs. A flower does not give off water. You know what I'm saying? A flower absorbs the amount of water that it needs, and the rest of the water stays in the pot or drains out the bottom of the pot. Okay? Right? And then the next day, that flower water as much as it needs, and then, right? So, yeah. So, you have bowel movements every day. That's because your body is rejecting things. Okay? It's rejecting things because that's what a bowel movement is. It's the things that your body couldn't absorb or your body rejected. So if you eat fried chicken cheeseburgers every day, and again, you can have it every now and then. I don't eat fried chicken. You can have it every now and then. Okay? But if you drink more beer or wine than you do water, you know what I'm saying? Just saying. Again, spiritual health tip. Okay? Yeah. Truly follow your heart. Okay? We have semen retention out here. Semen retention. Ladies, whatever your vaginal fluid, whatever that is called, I don't know what it's called, whatever it is, you know. Okay? Okay? Again, we're grown in here, so we can have grown folks conversations. We can have grown folks conversation. There is nothing embarrassing that could be, that I would say and feel embarrassed about saying here. Nothing. Because I'm confident in who I am. Okay? So there's nothing, yeah, nothing to be embarrassed about. Okay? Semen retention. So again, and we have this on the Eight of Swords. Okay? So there was a sacral thief. Okay? Water and salt. You know, I do some unusual things. Okay? Like I buy ginger. Okay? So I buy ginger. Okay? And I will cut a piece of this ginger. Okay? And I'll just eat it. I'll just eat it. Okay? And let the body absorb it. I'll just eat it. Okay? Ginger. You know, I do what some would call unusual things like that. I do things like that because my spirit guides and Most High, they tell me to, and again, I'm obedient. That's one of the things, that's the significant thing that has protected me in addition to my heart. Okay? And I say my heart, my unconditional love. Okay? So I do unconditional things or untraditional things like that. I do those things. So I'll just sit there and just chew on, right? Just chew on some ginger and help the body. Help the body. All right? Greetings, Tammy. Okay? So semen retention. And again, for you women, whatever that is. Okay? So someone, okay, stealing, jacking your sacral energy. Okay? Attacking your root chakra, attaching your sacral chakra. Okay? Attaching that. Or attacking that. Okay? I said attaching. I said attaching. I said attaching. So, guy Doris here. What do you think of sour oregano and moringa? So oregano definitely. The other two I'm not so familiar with, Doris. Okay, and welcome into the room, Doris. Okay, welcome to this collective. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right, Harold. That's right, Harold. Okay, your spirit will guide you. Okay. All right. So someone here. Okay, this could be a past lover. This could be a past friend. Okay, I'm going to share something here, and I've never shared this on this channel. Okay, through a psychic investigation. I don't even think I've shared this on the other channel. Okay, so this is what divine is showing me. Women especially, women, listen to me, females. Listen to me, females. Okay, be careful who you get undressed in front of and who you go to the bathroom with, who you go to the restroom with. Listen to me, females. Listen to me, females. Females have a habit. You're sitting down at the dinner table at a restaurant, out with a couple friends, their men, whoever, okay, their boyfriends, husbands, however, okay? How do you detach entities from your sacral? Oh, you have to do cleansing work. You have to do cord cutting. Cord cutting is the best way, most efficient way, okay? You could look up on YouTube, you can look up cord cutting frequencies, okay? Maybe I need to do another live cord cutting session, okay? If you would like that, okay, send a yes. Another live cord cutting frequency. And then I hope you actually attend it, okay? All right? Another live cord. I've done one before on this channel, okay? It's been maybe 2 months, something, 3 months. I don't keep track of time, really. Okay? Okay, 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 okay. All right. So I will post in the community tab when we will do that live cord cutting. Okay? I will post in the community tab. So stay tuned for that over the next 48 hours. Okay? I have another esoteric conversation scheduled for this afternoon, so give me some time. Okay? But over the next 24 to 48 hours, there will be a post in the community tab. If you don't know where that is, just click on posts on the channel, and it will take you to the community tab. Okay? All right? Or community page. Okay? Oh, yeah, absolutely, sweet Gail. Not a problem. And thank you all so much for being so eager. Again, I like motivated people. Okay, I like a soldier. Okay, I like a warrior. I like that. Okay, so women, do not go to the bathroom with any and everybody. You just met a woman. Okay, a mutual friend just introduced you to a woman at the dinner table in a restaurant, and you'd be like, I'm gonna go freshen up. Okay. Don't invite somebody else to go to the bathroom with you. Okay? Women have a habit of getting undressed in front of each other. Don't get undressed in front of any and everybody, women. Don't get undressed in front of any and everybody. And again, I'm speaking to specifically females with female friends because they have a habit of doing that. Don't get undressed in front of any and everybody. Okay? Somebody looking at your orifice is like, You see what I'm saying? Somebody looking at your orifice is like, what? Right? Like, ooh, let me try this dress on. How you think this look? And you just take the dress off, no bra, no panties. You just take the dress off, and they're looking at you like, And it's a female. They're looking at you like, You know what I'm saying? Be careful. Be careful, please. Be careful. Okay? So yes, so I will post in the community tab when we'll do that, okay? And it'll be live again, okay? Last tarot card, last tarot, and then we're going to look at the angel numbers, okay? Not all who cry, Lord, Lord, believes, okay? So there could be, again, another minister that I know, the investigators are investigating, they have already spoken to, or what have you. Not all who cry, Lord, Lord, believes. Not everybody who drives around with that plastic fish emblem on their bumper, okay? They don't believe, okay? This is why the Jim Joneses exist in the world. This is why. This is why the Creflo Dollars exist in the world. The Joyce Meyers, the Kenneth Copelands, okay? This is why. Okay, the James Clevelands, who dies of AIDS. Reverend James Cleveland died of AIDS in the HIV in the early 90s because he was fucking all the men in his choir. That is why he only had men in his, he only had males in his choir. Reverend James Cleveland. T.D. Jakes too. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Okay? So, not everyone who cries, Lord, Lord, believes. And here comes a breakthrough, okay, with this Ace of Swords, okay, the truth coming through, okay? The truth cuts like a knife. The truth cuts like a knife, especially divine truth. It cuts like a knife. It cuts like a knife. Deep, rigid cuts. It cuts like a knife. It's not a clean cut, okay, you know what I'm saying? Divine truth is like, Why? Because it's tough to cut through the karmic as demonic energy here in the 3D. So, another minister somewhere, there was one in Texas last year too. There was one in Texas, Dallas, Houston, Fort Worth, somewhere. There was another karmic minister and his wife, okay, who has now been charged with murder. Murder. Look up Gwen Shambling on YouTube. Gwen Shambling. Another karmic ass minister. She's no longer here. Okay? I think she died in a plane crash in 2017 in Tennessee. Look it up. Gwen Shambling. Just like Ronnie Dennis. Just like Ronnie, yeah, OMG Alexis. Yeah, wow, Williams. Just like Ronnie Dennis at Fort Stewart in Georgia. Just like Ronnie Dennis at Fort Stewart in Georgia. Another demonic person out here perpetrating themselves as a minister, as a man or woman of God. Yeah, I'm a priest. I'm a priestess. Yeah, I'm this. Yeah, I'm that. Behind their back, they're stealing from the church. They're stealing from the congregation. They're stealing from the offering. They're stealing from the benevolent fund. They're stealing. They are stealing. You want to know, confirmation ding dong, you want to know why they live in a 9,000 square foot house and drive a car 5 times more expensive than anybody in their congregation? You want to know why? Because they are stealing and they are in it for the money. In it for the money. So this could be a karmic ass minister out here that's a female, okay? A karmic ass minister out here that's a female, okay? It could be her and her husband, okay? Women are senior ministers at churches. Women are pastors. Joyce Myers, Gwen Shambling, okay? Yeah, 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 for real, follow your heart. What the fuck? But it's real. It's true. It happens. It's on the news. It's on the news. Okay? Something could be on the news. Your story could be on the news. The investigator that's investigating your case, they could be on the news and be exposing this. Okay? You could see somebody on the news whose name has come out here. You could see somebody on the news and be like, oh, damn, I know Richard. Oh, shit. I know Gary. Oh my, what the, you could, yeah. On the news, you could see somebody on the news. Karmic Christians, okay? They're not really Christ-like, which is what Christian's supposed to stand for, okay? Is what Christian's supposed to stand for. Is Christ-like, okay? But it's more and more like karmic-like. Not Christ-like, karmic-like, okay? So there we go, collective. We're going to pull the angel numbers here that we have out here as divine sources guided us to. Again, as a reminder, angel number here, okay, for limitless potential, okay? Again, shout out to the Kobe in the room. 1515, okay, for the big break. And the 999 for release. Okay, so we have 27 and 30. Okay, 27 and 30. Okay. Someone could be born in 1957. Okay, collective. 1957. Okay, 27 and 30. Okay, 57 investigators. Okay. Or someone's 57 years old, okay? 57, okay? Or 75, okay? Or 1975, okay? All right, so let me just go ahead and put the rest of the stack together. Again, the energy that did not come out, this live psychic investigation reading, okay? Divine source, let's go. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, so we have Henry, Harry, and a grandfather on top. Henry, Harry, and a grandfather on top. I like to show the cards that's on top as I shuffle, okay, or after I shuffle. Henry and Harry. Next, okay, we have EarthAngel, okay, and Gen X. EarthAngel and Gen X. On the 1515, EarthAngel and Gen X. Ooh, my dad's name. All right, Tahara. There's a lot that's resonated with you in this psychic investigation read, Tahara. Okay, thank you so much for being here. Okay. Wow, another dad's name. Another dad's name. And again, you know if they're upright or karmic, or no longer physically on this planet. You know if they were upright or karmic. You know, okay? Oh, JP, what's up? Really? I did not know that. All right, all right. Thank you so much, JP. I appreciate you, okay? A great deal, okay? A great deal, dearly, right? So Gen X, EarthAngel, okay? This 1515 big break card says, okay? An opportunity, help, extra cash, or other support is coming your way. So keep going with financial wisdom. You might need to pick up a financial management for dummies book. Okay. Again, I was a tax accountant for 13 years, a bookkeeper. Okay. I know all about QuickBooks. I know about the U.S. tax laws. Okay. I know all about those things. I don't do those things today. Okay, my license with the IRS is not active, okay? But I still have the knowledge and the wisdom, okay? So keep going and have fun when performing your task. The most tremendous success comes from passion. All efforts will be rewarded big time. The big break, EarthAngel. The big break, EarthAngel. The big break. Ding dong, confirmation. EarthAngel, congratulations. EarthAngel, congratulations. Okay? And we have Lakeshore Drive and Sunset Strip. Okay? Where is the Sunset Strip? Okay? We get a lot of Vegas in here today, or recently anyway. Lakeshore Drive, that's Chicago as my nose itches. Okay? As my nose itches. Lakeshore Drive. There are other Lakeshore Drives. You could live on Lakeshore Drive, okay? Also, I'm getting this music group Lakeside, okay? Or something. They sing Fantastic Voyage, okay? Lakeside. Come along and ride on the fantastic voyage. Come along to the land of funk. Okay? So, a fantastic voyage. Come along. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, Lakeshore Drive down the street from you. Okay? So, next we have poisoned your child, a mechanic gang stalker. Poisoned child and a gang stalking mechanic. So, you could be this poisoned child, okay, or were. Okay? Yeah, I love that song. Yeah. All right? So, we have limitless potential, okay? Gang stalking mechanic and poisoned your child. Again, this could speak to your mother or father being poisoned when they were pregnant with you. Okay? Investigators, collective, judges, celebrities, this could speak to your mother being poisoned when she was pregnant with you. Okay? Whoop. Confirmation horn honk. Whoop. Okay? What's up, Fairy Glow? We are closing out this live psychic investigation read. Okay? Okay, so limitless potential. It serves as a timeless reminder that everything can be accomplished. If you can dream it, there's no reason you can't make it a reality. If something is in the possession of another person, it is also available to you. This is why I share my journey with you, collective, because it's a demonstration. So again, you might have had the warlock that took your first wife, like the false father that took my first wife while I was in the military. You may not have had to go on dialysis for 4.5 years or at any point in time. Okay? But if you did, I want you to know that you can overcome it. You may not have had a lover who you thought was your forever love, and they were poisoning you and you ended up with shingles months after you moved in with them. But if you did, or something similar, I'm here as a demonstration to let you know that you can overcome it. You can get past it, and you are stronger. You are stronger. Someone said, what do you think about speaking? Okay? Like verbal manifestations? Absolutely. Okay? And only those things that belong to you or your ancestors and Most High has concurrent. Don't be walking around just claiming shit. Okay? Oh, I know they're married, but she mine. I know he married, but he might. Don't do that shit. That's karmic. That's demonic. Don't do that. Okay? So yeah, okay? You can accomplish it. Okay? If something is in the possession of another person, it is also available to you. So try to remain calm. Okay? This also speaks to those energies who took anything from you. Okay? So if they took it from you, it is also still available to you. What's meant for you won't pass you by. Let go of tension and relax. 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 Go to it. Relax. And again, gang stalking mechanic and the poisoning of a child. You is what Most High is bringing out most in this at this time. Okay. Last angel number. Shout out to Japan if we have anyone in Japan or any one who's Japanese this lifetime around. We've been other cultures. You've been other races, collective. I have to say it in every live video. Okay? You have been other races, other ethnicities. That's how racism is the dumbest thing ever. That's why racism is the dumbest thing ever. Okay? Some of these individuals out here are racist and extremists. They are racist against the ancestors who are trying to help them. Okay? So if there's a Japanese out here who does not like the Chinese, there's a chance that they were Chinese in another lifetime and their Chinese ancestors are trying to help them. And they're not receiving the help because that ancestor, they are show racist energy against today Chinese culture. You see what I'm saying? So someone's racist against their own kind. What a dumbass way to go. Okay. What a dumbass way to go. Okay. So, lastly, we have hireahitman.com. That is a real website. Okay. That is a real website. Hireahitman.com is a real website. where they can hire hit men and hit women. Okay? Okay? And then we have become a curator of divine substance. Okay? Become a curator of divine substance. Okay? Take a look at the card. Become a curator of divine substance. Okay? As a reminder, okay, because we do have some sacral energy attack type of energy out here, okay, there during this live investigation reading, okay? Divine source, for those of you who are still sexually active, okay, but are not married to the individual, okay? Divine source can only accept that they are. Divine source can only accept that they are. So, if your sacral is nasty and you are impure, divine cannot accept that. If you are nasty, sexually active, okay, and not in a marriage union with someone, and you're giving it to someone else, divine source, no. They can only accept what they are. And they are pure, purity, unadulterated, not fornicated. Okay? So, yeah. Okay. So, thank you so much, Divine Source, for this live psychic investigation reading. Whatever confirmations have come out for here, come out, okay? For those of you who have attended, those of you who will listen to this at some point in time down the road, okay? You were guided here, okay? If only but this one time, okay? Oh, let me read the 999 card, sorry, okay? For release. And again, that speaks to relaxing. Confirmation birth, okay? Your current situation, circumstances are ending so that you might take advantage of better ones. Better one. Confirmation, better ones. If you are experiencing a significant change or conclusion, viewing your life as a series of cycles, the year of 10, closing out a cycle, that is the year of completion, closing out. Oh, you're welcome, Tahara. It's so good to have you in the energy, okay? And your receptivity, Divine said. Your receptivity, Tahara. Your receptivity. Okay? I was listening for something else Divine might have wanted to say to you, Tahara. Okay? Your receptivity, Tahara, and your empathic abilities are being heightened at this time, Tahara. Okay? Your receptivity, your empathic abilities are being heightened at this time. Okay? How can you make room for something new to emerge? Okay? Does it relate to our daily lives? Who wrote the tarot card? What do you mean? Like the message cards? These message cards? You're talking about the stack? Okay, that's what I call this. You're talking about the stack? I sit down with Divine Source and I meditate, and they give me the names and messages, places, birthdays, years. They give me that information to write on these cards. Okay? One of the things that I'm going to write on the cards, the most recent thing that Divine wants me to write on one of these cards, or a new card, is spiritual POWs. Okay? Some of us have been spiritual prisoners of war. Okay? So, spiritual prisoners of war is something that I need to write on these cards. So, I meditate, and Divine Source shows me what I need to write. Okay? Again, not everything that comes out here is personal. We deal with global events here, so don't be narcissistic, okay, and thinking that everything that comes out here in a psychic investigation reading is about you, because it's not, okay? Because it's not. And by the way, for those of you who do not know, anyone who comes into the room, and say I something like somebody, okay? Anyone who comes into the room, say I look like somebody, say I sound like somebody, okay? I block their ass, okay? Because you don't compare me to anybody. I don't say that you look like, I don't know, Michael Wright. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So anybody who comes in here, I record their name, okay? I record their name, and whoever that dumbass is, they've probably been sitting here for minutes, just watching until it ended, okay? Until I got ready to close it out to make some stupid ass comment. So, whoever you are, fuck you and your bloodline, and your ass is about to be blocked, dumbass. Okay? You about to be blocked as soon as I close out this live. So to you, yeah, goodbye. I hope you sat in the back and learned something while you were sitting here, because your time in this room is over. It's over. Okay? Give me just 1 second, collective. All right. So let's go ahead and summarize it up now that we got rid of one more roach. Now that we got rid of one more roach, okay? One more roach. Now that we've gotten rid of one more roach, let's go ahead and summarize this summarize this reading. Okay. All right. You're right, Harold. Humans suck. Okay. Humans suck. Okay. Humans suck. We got EarthAngel out here earlier. Okay. I just got a crown bump. Okay. So humans suck. Okay. Those are the low vibrational beings. Humans suck. Okay. All right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Harold. Again. Okay. I look forward to whenever you're guided to. Reach out to me at any point in time. Again, 2 emails in the description section of this video. Thank you so much for bringing your energy here. Okay. So I'm just taking out the tarot cards here. Okay. So we can. All right. So summarizing this live investigation reading. And again, thank you so much, celebrities, judges, attorneys, FBI, CIA, DEA, Royal Navy, okay? Police officers in the UK, in Australia, what have you. Oh, 77 likes. 70, someone 69, 1969, 1977. I didn't even look up there, okay? I hadn't looked up there in a minute, actually. So who said that? Thank you so much, sweet Gail. Okay, and again, crown bump right here. Thank you so much, sweet Gail. Okay, your name does say a lot about you. Okay, Lucifer. How to do the email? Oh, what do you mean you can't figure out how to do the email? Oh, go to description, okay, in the video, or more. Click on more, the word more under the Real Psychic Investigators is live, or whatever that says. Click on the word more, okay, or, yeah. Again, I don't know how it looks from that side either, so, okay. All right. Someone is out here changing for the better, okay? Or let me know when you have a pen and paper, Harold, and I can just give you one of the email addresses, okay? Sanctuary. The soldier that raped Lavina Lynn Johnson is the murderer, investigators. Jag with your sorry ass. Jag. Judge Advocate General that lied to Lavina Lynn Johnson's family, okay, and other loved ones about her murder, okay. So Harold, email address, NEHRUPTAH, again, NEHRUPTAH, okay. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah. The three dots. I didn't know how it looked from that side. Okay. So yes. Okay. NEHRUPTAH@gmail. Okay. Australia, and we did have energies from Australia tune in this live. We did have them tune in. Secret Society Wolf's Head. Secret Society Wolf's Head. For all of us, this, or not for all of us, but these are going to be different secret societies, okay? Not just this one, okay? For some, it will be Wolf's Head. For others, it is Skull and Bones. For others, it's secret Freemasons, okay? For others, it's the Committee of 300. For others, it's the Bavarian Illuminati. So, secret societies, okay? Time is on your side, okay? Something happening soon in the wintertime. And again, I remind us, winter ends 3/20. Winter ends on 3/20. 3/20. Okay? Just had to get rid of another roach, okay? Nonprofit fraud, okay? Nonprofit fraud. I was on your mind or someone else? Because I don't know you. Okay. Melinda. President Trump knows about some of you, okay? President Trump knows about some of you. Finland. Toro, or something about a landscaper, okay? Toro, first, middle, last street, okay? Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. We are closing out this live psychic investigation reading. Drug addict. Afghanistan. Semen retention. Free will isn't a license to do evil. Free will isn't a license to do evil. Oh, yeah, the Toro. Okay, yeah. Spanish for bull, fighting bull. Okay. She is lying. A gang stalking mechanic. Poisoned your child, but the majority of this resonated with you being poisoned when you were in your mother's womb. Okay? You were poisoned when you were in your mother's womb, men and women. Okay? Lakeshore Drive and Sunset Strip. EarthAngel. Henry or Harry. A grandfather. Sex crimes. Not all who cry, Lord, Lord, believes. And finally, the United Kingdom. Collective, thank you so much again for tuning in. All of you who are new subscribers, thank you so much. I will be giving, or when I do get notifications, I give shout outs to our public subscribers. I don't know who the public or private accounts are because those are hidden. The majority of the subscribers on this channel are private accounts because, again, many of them are government officials and celebrities. Okay? Thank you so much for tuning in. Follow your heart. Thank you so much. All of you who have tuned in for the first time, thank you for being guided here and following the obedience of Aravat, Most High, and your ancestors. Again, even if this is the only time that you come to this channel. My name is NEHRU. I am an extraterrestrial earth angel, a light worker, and a Gaia beacon born on the 333rd day of the year. I've healed myself of many things. I was born with the umbilical cord wrapped around the neck and the left arm. Also, healed myself of seizures at the age of 8. Manifested a kidney after a warlock sent witchcraft that attacked my 2 native kidneys, and I was on dialysis for 4.5 years. Manifested that kidney and divine received it on 7/7/17. Okay? Thank you so much for all that you do, collective. Thank you so much, Divine Light. Okay? Thank you so much, Alexis. I look forward to our esoteric conversation. For those of you who are interested, again, that information in the description section of this video. As always, be encouraged.